the one thing I want to tell you about wisdom, and the only reason I'm telling you this is to make you aware, and then I want to tell you I have a theme for next year. Wisdom is consciousness. That's all there. And when I say that's all there, it's everything. But when you practice being conscious, not intellectual, but conscious, then you have wisdom. You're one with the Father. Knowledge is not wisdom. That's why when you get knowledge, you're supposed to just let it pass right through you. Don't hold on to it, because the devil will take the knowledge, whatever it might be, and make you think that you know. And you're just quoting knowledge. And he'll literally convince you that you know wisdom and you don't. So don't hold on to wisdom and don't hold on to knowledge. Hold on to nothing. And knowledge will fade away and wisdom will guide you. So that's why I want to encourage you to work on yourself this year. Commit out there in the world to commit to working on you as an individual. You can't bring anybody along with you. This is one ride. You can't take anyone, your children, your husband, your wife, your friends, nobody. So you want wisdom, and wisdom is amazing, all right? But it's just conscious. It's the mind of God. It's consciousness, being present with God. And so this year theme, that makes any question about that? And I'm not telling you that to be smart or anything, because it was shown to me. It was shown to me, as it is being shown to you guys too, all right? This year, the theme is, and I may forget it, so somebody remind me again. The theme is want for nothing. This whole year, I want to encourage you to want for nothing. I hear the first stone right here. What does that mean to you, to want for nothing?
I mean, it sounds, knowing what I know, it sounds like heaven. But my groaning was knowing all the things I would have to overcome just to even knock on that door. And I'm an imagery kind of person, so as soon as you said that, I was like the woman at the front of the altar that just falls out. I was just, as soon as you said that, I just wanted to just fall out of my chair, because I just was like, oh no. So it's big, and yet you didn't say but a few words, but it's big.
Yeah, and it's amazing too.
Yeah, I'm sure it is.
And the normal way of life is to want for nothing. Nothing. Your practical thing, you want your house to keep a roof over your head so when it rains, you cover it. You want food, but those are practical things that we are meant to want. God provides us with that as well, right? But you should not want for anything. When you hear me say want for nothing, what goes to your mind? Hate.
It reminds me of my favorite Bible verse growing up as a kid. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want.
Yeah.
And because that's the only way to have peace.
Amazing. Last one, Joel. What does it mean to you? Will you hear me say that?
Yeah, but kind of like what James said, but in other words, just letting go and going with the flow of
Let what go?
letting life go, letting your life go, and letting God just lead without being too holy.
Oh, okay. Last word. Okay.
I was just going to say, it seems to contradict everything that I was raised.
It does.
Yeah.
It contradicts everything you've been told. We have been lied to by the world. The world, our family, the educational system, the government, everybody, the churches, been lying to us. And that's why I don't have peace, because we've been lied to. Isn't that amazing? So, yeah, real fast, not a lot of words. When you hear that, I want to just.
I didn't raise my hand.
I thought in your head, though.
Oh, okay. What, the question?
Yeah, when I say want for nothing this year, What does
All
that
I
mean?
can say is I smiled when you said this. My spirit was prepared for this question.
Oh,
and I'll
good.
share about it later,
Okay.
next week maybe. But yeah, I'll talk about,
Okay.
we'll talk.
Let me just explain the want for nothing thing. Don't want love from anyone. Don't want friendship from anyone. Don't want marriage from anyone. Don't want loneliness. Don't want happiness. Don't want fear or doubt. Don't want companionship. Don't want anything. Want for nothing. It's going to blow your mind. All right? So that's the theme for this year. So we all be coming in and out. I'm going to be asking, well, what did you want this year? Or what did you want this week and you got mad about it? You can always tell when you want something, you get mad when you don't get it. Or when you do get it, you get happy because that's what you wanted. But it's not for you. Want for nothing, all right? So here's what I recommend. I don't have a biblical question yet. Hopefully next week. We'll be back in the office on Tuesday with the radio show on Tuesday. We start up again. The office is closed until Tuesday. But here's what I highly, and I'm telling you this as an individual witness, right? You got to get serious about working on you. And as has been said in this room before and today, there are layers and layers and layers and layers and layers and layers of deep stuff about yourself you don't even know yet. There is so much hell in you that you don't even recognize yet. It's so much hell that a lot of people don't want to go through it. And what I recommend, and that hell is all the stuff I'm telling you not to want for. When you want for those things, you want it for hell, right? And so when you're going through them, I want to encourage you this year to practice being conscious while you're going through the hell. You know how you felt that feeling when you think about the guy and all that kind of stuff? You felt something here? That's hell, right? Yes. So you want to stay conscious and feel the pain of that hell. Watch that hell and watch yourself go through the hell. And on the other side of the hell is heaven. But you got to go through. It's like going through a storm. You're on your way from California to Alabama. And over in Texas, they're having a major storm. And your first thought is, oh, I got to go around it, or I got to go back, or I need to stop, right? But this storm, you got to go through it. And on the other side of this storm is paradise. There's no way around it. You got to die. And dying ain't easy. Dying is hell. Because it is hell. And especially if you don't want to do it, or even if you want to do it, it's still not easy. Because we are so identified with false self that you don't even know who you are yet. But you got to die this year if you want to be, well, you don't have to. I want to encourage you to stay conscious. Don't escape from it. Let's say you're feeling a pain, and your mind will make you think about, oh, I'm going to a party tonight. That'll make you forget the pain, right? So you want to stay conscious. Don't let even your thoughts rob you from going through the pain. Go through the pain consciously. You want to be aware of yourself dying. That make sense? Yeah. Does that help? It's like what you were saying the other day, that night you couldn't sleep. Last Sunday you were saying you can't hell, right? Then you start thinking about the breathing part. Stay conscious when you go through that death. Don't go unconscious. Practice being, and you're not going to be good at it in the beginning, but if you stay with it and stay with it and stay with it, it gets easier and easier and easier and easier. And then next year you'll overcome 3% of it. 3%. All right? So it's been an amazing year. Stay working on yourself. Do your practical stuff. And just work on yourself, and working on yourself, which is the light of God working in you, getting rid of the false self, you're going to be fine. You're going to have fun in life. You're going to have an amazing life. You're going to enjoy life in ways that you never have. And you're going to know God. And God is not an idea. Your ideas about God are all wrong. All ideas are all wrong all the time. All right? So stay with the prayer, work on yourself, stay with it, I don't care what happened. And when you have those pains, let yourself feel the pain. Let yourself be degraded. Let yourself be embarrassed. Let somebody mess up your reputation. It's all ideas anyway. It's not even real. It's not even real. It's just another idea. Thank you all for your support this year. It's been amazing. We got a lot of work to do. As I said, we're building a 24-hour talk network. We got a lot of guys lined up now. We're going to start getting that rolling even more so next year. What else? Thank you for helping us to get the bills paid. I appreciate it. And I didn't have to beg. Because no, the preacher has to beg. Thank you for, you've been helped, so you've been giving back. I do appreciate that. And I wish you well this year. Coming, Happy New Year. Stay with it, stay with it, stay with it. Really, all right? Happy New Year. Thank you all again. And thank you all. Amazing. So we're going to do the